the People's Democratic Party, has described President Bola Tinubu's administration as a bad market, accusing the ruling All Progressives Congress of inflicting economic hardship, insecurity and hopelessness on Nigerians. At a media briefing in Abuja, PDP spokesperson Debo Ologunagba asserted that the APC has lost touch with citizens and will be decisively rejected at the 2027 polls. Ologunagba criticized Tinubu's leadership style, citing empty airports, soaring transport fares, and rising insecurity as signs of national collapse. He added that the PDP is reconnecting with its grassroots base to offer Nigerians a credible alternative, emphasizing the party's legacy, structure, and performance in states under its control. He further accused the APC of voter suppression and electoral manipulation, especially in Lagos, where he claimed recent low voter turnout exposed public dissatisfaction. The PDP, affirmed, remains the only party capable of restoring hope and reclaiming Nigeria from what he called reckless and insensitive misrule. Let me get your thoughts on this story.
Michael, you know, Ologunagba's assertion is neither here nor there.
Why do you say so?
What I have to say is that he has not been able to cement and make a conscientious effort for there to be peace in his home, which is the PDP. I know he has been among the arrowheads that have been so divisive, causing the division in PDP using Udokoye. The issue between Udokoye and Danyawo, because of his interest in the Atiku's camp. You know that he was also the camp that they were backing. You see, a lot of things we suffered in Rivers State is not the making of Bola Tinubu. The things that accumulated into the suspension of the governor of Rivers State, similarly Fubara, is because the enemy of my friend is now my enemy.
Okay.
Because Ologunagba and Wike is having issue in PDP, the sole control of PDP. You now see a problem between Wike and Fubara. Instead of looking for a way to mediate, you now took sides. You now took a side, start speaking for Fubara, thereby fueling the crisis. When you know that Fubara was in a clear position of disadvantage. At the end of the day, where did he lead them? So Ologunagba and Ologunagba is with Atiku. And today, they are talking about peace in PDP now because Atiku has I thought by now he would have followed Dele Momodu to join Atiku. These were the attack dogs of Atiku against Nyesom Wike. They didn't know they were pulling down the roof of their building. And today, PDP does not stand a chance. It's not a healthy vehicle to contest for any election. So the only thing where I will leave it, because there is no need of talking about PDP. I can't sit here and talk about PDP and the 2027 general election. It cannot happen.
What?
I've said it in different fora. Even on Sunday, I said it here that PDP, as it stands now, cannot mount any challenge. Is it with Ishema Kinde, who has no electoral value nationwide? Don't have a national spread. From where will he start? No. If peradventure that PDP now, as Bode George have said, they are now waking up to now zone their presidential ticket to the south. With who? Who will be the flag bearer mentioned? No, look at the faces in PDP. Call to mind and then look around. Wrap your head around the personalities and see who can. Many of their prominent men have defected. The chairman of interim chairman of ADC is in PDP. He was a PDP. He just left. You understand? So who is there? Who is there? Is it the Saraki is not nothing ambition. He still wants to recapture his state and begin to build his political dynasty again. Who will mount that challenge? Because just on weekend we float a decoy candidate in the primary. I'm make sure that even Shema Kinde cannot clinch that ticket.
Okay.
I'm waiting for, you see, there will be an interesting time in PDP come 2026, 2027 primaries in their presidential primaries. because I now heard that they are making moves. Some people are making moves to bring Obi. The only thing that can save PDP's face, if they want Nyesom Wike to lose political relevance, because all these things are the political enemies of Nyesom Wike. I'm not calling them his enemies, so political enemies of Nyesom Wike. They are looking for a way to rubbish him. So, peradventure, if they bring Obi, which I know Obi will not go back to PDP, but the only room left for PDP and the Ologunaba is for them to go and do what? Align with either Labour Party, because Labour Party is becoming healthy now. Labour Party is becoming healthy. So, align with Labour Party and merge with them and see how they can save their faces and their blushes. But if it's about PDP fielding a candidate that will mount a challenge against Tinubu, Nyesom Wike will not allow it. You can take it to the bank. Nyesom Wike will do everything to scuttle and whittle down the power of that person that will mount a challenge that will remove him from where he is and the powers he wields now. Because anything that makes PDP to gather itself now mount a challenge, you know that it will affect Nyesom Wike.
Okay, but
and that is what he don't want. And he still has the capacity to derail whatever it is that is coming from that article's camp. That politics of Nyesom Wike style that Tambowa said, we are going nowhere, but we will play the Nyesom Wike card. We stay in PDP and support ADC. So anybody that is coming, that ticket of PDP presidential primaries, Nyesom Wike will float a decoy and make sure that the other person didn't get it. And once a candidate of Nyesom Wike gets it, you could understand that they won't go on a campaign.
okay.
They won't go on a campaign. Are they challenging who? Hence, Nyesom Wike have already said that he's mounting campaign, that he's spearhead the campaign to bring back Bola Tinubu. So how can his candidate emerge? So, from his because he has the chairman of the party in his kitty, he has the secretary, those people that will even bring out the forms and talk about the strategic nature on how the primaries will go. So if he's still with them, who is going to make that who is going to mount that challenge? So PDP have no, in fact they should save their breath in talking about 2027, but I know that PDP will bounce back in 2027. That's after the elections, and it will be built around Nyesom Wike.